Are you a rapper who wants to blow up and you've been trying to find some cool tips and tricks on how to do that, how to go viral and so on? But it feels a bit too overwhelming. There are so many tips and tricks to do and different people are saying the different things and you feel a bit overwhelmed. Therefore, you will either overthink it or just give up and not do it at all. I have a solution for you. So let's remember you can only control the input but not the output, meaning that you can only control the work you put in, but you cannot control the output, the outcome it's gonna bring you. So meaning that, for example, doing social media content might not like bring you the virality, even though you follow all these nice small tips and tricks that all like people are talking about. So what is the input in rap? First of all, a good product, meaning good music. And this is pretty self-explanatory. If you just keep going and you have the talent, you have the skills, you have the determination, this should come by just by like putting in the work. But there are a couple things that I would like you to remember while doing this. First one is to remember that music is subjective. So there isn't absolute truth. So if you think you made the best song ever, it is not the absolute truth. Like there are people who don't agree and there are people who agree. So it's always subjective. So a good thing to keep in mind. And also therefore, the second thing to keep in mind is that be humble. And by humble, I mean you should be confident and also humble. So stay humble enough that you don't know everything. There's a lot to learn. There are a lot of people that might know more about the industry than you do. And that's completely like gonna level up your game when you stay humble. Even if you notice that you're a lot better than you were like half a year ago, don't let it get into your head, control your ego and stay humble, because then you can learn even more and you will get better even faster. So having that work mentality and being confident and staying humble, controlling that ego is gonna get you to make amazing music and become an amazing artist. And that is gonna make the good product, make good music. Okay, so now we have a good product. What next? Next is marketing. And this is usually a bit more difficult part for artists, for rappers, because it is a bit unnatural. Making music is natural to artists and they love it. Marketing, not so much. And sometimes it's a bit difficult to understand because it's all about business. So again, let's focus on the essentials. What is the point of marketing? When people like tell you to make content, like the usual idea is that artists make content, like let's say like TikTok videos, as much as possible until they hope that one of them goes viral. That's like the common thing that people do. And that is a good base to start from. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's think about the core. What is the core thing we want from it? What is the outcome? We want more eyeballs on the rapper, right? So how can we control getting as many eyeballs as possible in the input section? Remember, we cannot control, we cannot like see the future and tell what goes viral, what doesn't. So let's forget about that. It's silly to focus on that. Let's focus on the input, what will guarantee bring you as many eyeballs as possible. And therefore, like let's say you would make 2 pieces of content per week, versus if you would get like 50 pieces of content per week, you're already gonna get like 48 more views at least for the content, and there's a lot more chance on having those like videos, those contents that are gonna go viral, right? So that's what it means to like controlling the inputs, like guaranteed eyeballs on you. So how do we do that? Well, for starters, if you're just starting out and making content that's really uncomfortable, just do it as much as you can and therefore try to like do more. And once you feel like you cannot do any more content on the social media, like let's say you're like releasing one content every day or something, which is like pretty good. Therefore, you wanna scale it. You wanna have even more volume and take it to the next level. Guaranteed eyeballs. You should get this thing called a clipping army. So there are some big artists already doing this and you should too. So let me explain quick what this is. Clipping army is basically army of clippers, and clippers are people who make short form content, short clips, and spread it all over social media. They don't just post it on Instagram Reels, but they will also post it on TikTok, Facebook, like you name it, they're gonna post it there. And they can post many times a day on all these platforms. So imagine like having army, many people doing this. Like you're already gonna get like guaranteed like thousands, tens thousands, 100,000s, millions of views easily with this strategy. But the requirements for this to happen is that there is already content about you, music videos, TikTok videos, interviews, you name it. And second thing is a budget. And let's remember that this is a business, and if you really want to separate yourself from others, you will need to have some budget, some money to put into this. But the good thing is it is really cheap. It's usually like around $1 per 1,000 views. So do the math on if you spend $100, $500 or a couple thousand. Do the math on how many guaranteed views that's gonna get. So this is basically a dream for every artist. You can like control the organic content, like how much of it gets put out, and you can also control what kind of content gets put out. And if you are interested in Clipping Army, check out the description and contact me. And also if you wanna join our rap school community, check out the description and join there. I'll see you guys later.